Guys, looks like we got some crushing news from PlayStation and Destiny 2. News about Bungie. So let's get into some of these topics I see on Google. Bungie devs say atmosphere is soul crushing amid layoffs, cuts, fear of Sony taking over. So I'm reading this article right here. There's some crazy stuff happening in the Destiny universe right now, or the community and the workplace and stuff. 1 month ago, roughly over 100 Bungie employees of 1,200 were cut, as well as other cost-cutting measures came alongside with apparent scramble by the studio leadership to avoid a total Sony takeover. So maybe they had to do that. That's crazy. As it currently stands, Bungie on paper is a fully independent subsidiary of Sony, but its board of directors has been divided since the takeover in July of 2022. Among its current members on PlayStation Studios, head of Herman Hewis, Sony Senior VP Eric Lempel, Bungie co-founder Jason Jones, Bungie CTO Luis Villegas, and Bungie CEO Pete Parsons. The board as a whole is split between Sony and Bungie representatives, with Parsons serving as a tiebreaker vote, but speaking to IGN under condition of anonymity. I don't know what that word is. Multiple current and former Bungie employees described a department meeting that took place shortly after the layoffs, in which leaders hinted that shared power may not last forever. See, I didn't even know about this. This is some new news that they weren't talking about. Declaration of dependence. While the exact details of Sony's deal to acquire Bungie remain unknown to the public or employees, sources say that they were told by leaders that the current split board of the structure and contingent on Bungie meeting certain financial goals. If Bungie falls short of these certain financial thresholds by too great of an amount, Sony is allowed to dissolve an existing board and take full control of the company. And with Destiny 2 expansion, the final shape delayed into the next fiscal year, the Bungie still investing heavily on Marathon. Many employees understand that Bungie is struggling to meet the necessary targets to keep the last vestige of freedom. Such the takeover wouldn't be necessarily shocking given its 2022 acquisition. But it would be nevertheless be stunning development for a company that has historically prided itself on independence. So yeah, this article is pretty insane, guys. It was the threat looming over the Bungie leadership, not Sony, according to Parsons, made the choice by the layoff of 100 employees last month. But the cost cutting at Bungie isn't limited to just personal. Multiple current employees confirmed to IGN that the company has implemented numerous other cost-cutting measures by delaying basically all the studio-wide hiring freeze, reduced travel budgets, elimination of holiday bonuses, keeping annual Bungie Day virtual, delaying its weekly pentathlon event, all that stuff, guys. Bungie is also pausing fully ending events like annual employee compensation, adjustments to meet the market rates, its new hire lunch program, employee donation matching, its peer recognition program, and gift cards, employees' birthdays, and yearly studio performance bonuses this year are obligated 80% minimum after being above 100% for good performance on several previous years running. Along with recent layoffs, this has resulted into the massive decay of morale within the company. According to the IGN sources, one of those whom told us that the mood of the studio has been soul-crushing over the last month, and it doesn't sound like management is making any significant efforts towards improving the atmosphere either, according to those still with the company employee. Frustration is sadness. In the days and the weeks following the layoffs was met with surprising amount of indifference and even outright flippancy or hostile management. Several people who spoke to us, to the readers, had reiterated across multiple meetings that they couldn't guarantee that there wouldn't be any more layoffs, with two specifically confirming previous reports that Chief People Officer Holly Barbakovi outright stating the layoffs were lever the company would pull again. Oh, dang. How long is this article? Holy crap. We need to know that the final shape to do well, said IGN, and the feeling the studio. Others said that they rebuffed it poorly, discouraged, blah, blah, blah. We're going to look through this stuff. played a key role in historic suit against a player who harassed a Bungie developer. Others laid off included noticeable number of employees clubs, including co-heads of Pride Bungie, Woman Bungie, Accessibility at Bungie. What? They took those away? Combined with other recent resource cuts, these dismissals have led to fears that the clubs might be shut down. While researching this article, IGN noted that the public articles were announcing Women at Bungie and Accessibility at Bungie blog were no longer accessible at the Bungie website, though it's unclear exactly what happened or why it happened, if it's just unintentional recurring bug or blog. Bungie eroding. Another anxiety sources discussed that many of the reductions made at Bungie recently were part of the broader move toward an outsourcing. Multiple individuals across various departments told us that they've heard discussions within their plans to increase outsourcing both before and in the wake of the layoffs. One team discussion, blah blah blah, previous reported, question A. You guys can read through this. I'm probably going to post it on there. If not, listen to me. Former and current QA department members, Bungie tell us last year the team has seen increasing workloads, responsibilities with more and more disciplinary actions taken for more seamlessly minor infractions. Basically, everything's becoming more and worse while they have to do more and more work. And it's just not fun over there at Bungie, guys. In a year, we go down in the gaming history, blah, 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 improving its own internal culture by gradual degrees. It feels that many that's falling apart. Beloved colleagues have been laid off. Benefits are vanishing. So many people were oriented to. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's it with the article, finally. Yeah, so pretty much, guys, a lot of people are in shambles right now. The studio's in disgust. A lot of people are not agreeing with other CEOs. You got the co-founder Jason Jones, Louis Villegas, Pete Parsons, Eric Lempel, Herman Hulst. You got all these guys figuring out what they need to do with Destiny. So yeah, have a good one, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully this enlightens you on what's happening right now in the Bungie studio and what's going on with PlayStation and all that, and why there's so much stuff going on.